Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna talk about Spanish people and Irish people. I will be comparing two of them and mainly comparing my experiences in Spain and my experiences from living in Ireland. So, not to delay anything, people. Let's talk about people. So, people in Spain, and I have to specify, the parts of Spain I saw were Catalonia and north of Spain, which includes Basque Country and Castilla and those regions on the north. I went there several times, both to north and to Barcelona, so I think I am entitled to opinion. Catalan people are different than people on north of Spain. What I mean by that is they are much more closed and cold, let's say, and not just to foreigners and to people outside, but even to each other. They seems to me that they all have their own close circle of friends, and it's really hard to get into one. Now, I don't want to say that they are rude or anything like that, but if you don't speak Catalan or even Spanish, you won't be their cup of tea. And I don't mean that in a good way. I think that's just ridiculous. I mean, you can't expect everyone to know Catalan. But yeah, especially if you're outside of the big cities, in some rural areas, like if you, for example, you go to a restaurant in a village somewhere outside of Barcelona and you don't speak Catalan, you might as well end up not eating, because they will not bother to try to talk to you in any other way. So that's what I mean by a little bit close-minded. Now, compared to that, people in north of Spain are not like that. They're much more open, and I mean, if you just talk to someone, that you will most likely get invited to share a meal or something like that in that manner. You know what I mean? So compared to the Irish people, I would say Catalans are much more closed and cold, because in Ireland everyone will talk to you, everyone will want to have a conversation, everyone will ask you how is your day doing, how are you doing, things like that. So regarding that, I would say I prefer Ireland much more than Catalonia, because it's just not my cup of tea. Now, other thing about Spanish people and Irish people. Now, Irish people are not too good with time. They're always late, but Spain is on another level. If someone invites you to, let's say, a dinner in Spain, and they say it starts at 9 p.m., that basically means don't show up here before 10. And if you show up at midnight, that will be perfect. That's how bad it is. I don't like that. But yeah, have to say neither are punctuate, but Irish are better. I actually have a video about Irish people, not one, many of them. I'll link some of them here, or they will be linked somewhere, so you can watch that. But definitely tell me what you think in the comments, what you think about my comparison, and if you have any experiences in Spain, tell me about that, because I'm really curious. Is it just me, or is it happening? By happening, I mean is it happening to everyone? Moving on. Food. With respect to Irish, their food is not even comparable to Spain. I mean, just the seafood, which there's abundant of that in Ireland, but it's just not on the same level. From paella to squids to octopus to anything you want to eat there, it's just fantastic. Unless you stumble upon a terrible restaurant, of course, which is quite possible. But yeah, food is just better. Not all food, of course. That would be ridiculous to say. Dairy products in Ireland, nothing can beat that, unless nothing I experienced in my life so far can beat Irish dairy products. Some things are, how do I say it? Not some. The food is just much more diverse in Spain. Some of the downsides are also sticking to the food subject. I don't get it's just a different habit, but they eat dinner very late, and by very late I mean like 10 p.m. or 11, even midnight during summer, and that's because of the heat there. But still, I'm used to having dinner at 7 or 8 p.m. tops, so eating at 11, not for me. But yeah, ingredients, especially like fruits and vegetables, which you buy on the market, same as in Ireland, of course, you buy them on the market, but they actually have taste in Spain, it's almost like the ones I pick up from my grandma's garden. Because compared that to something you buy in Ireland, sorry Irish people, it's another world. Cost of living English. Cost of living in Spain is much lower than in Ireland. In average, I checked that on Google, so if I'm wrong, Google is wrong. In average, I think it started to rain. Let's continue for now. Prices in Spain are in average around 60 to 65% cheaper than in Ireland. I have a whole video about basic video about cost of living in Ireland, which you can check out. I'll link it somewhere again. I mean, it's not that simple. Of course, the wages in Spain are of course smaller than wages in Ireland, but it's worth considering when you're thinking about, I don't know, going on a vacation. If you're not either Irish or Spanish, if you're Croatian for example, it's much cheaper to stay and to go on a vacation in Spain. It's just, and everyone can check that prices are just not similar, from accommodation to food, not the same. As I mentioned in one of my last videos, first thing Irish people will ask you after you come from a vacation is what was the weather like, and they will secretly be hoping you were drowning in a storm. But yeah, the weather in Spain and the weather in Ireland is the complete opposite, and I can't say that one is better than the other because that's just a matter of what you like. So people who like this and rain and the liquid sun, they will prefer Ireland. I prefer heat because I'm Croatian and we do have proper summers and proper winters in Croatia too. But yeah, temperatures over 40 degrees are not uncommon in Spain, and if you are Irish you probably won't like that, and I'm going by what my girlfriend likes or doesn't like. She is dying when it's like that in Croatia, so I'm assuming it would be the same in Spain. But yeah, you need to know it will get really hot during summers, like unbearably hot. It can be 30 degrees at 1 a.m. and you won't be able to sleep normally. You just have to deal with it. So regarding weather, yeah, you can tell me what you like, but I'm the summer guy and I like the heat. The last thing I will mention is beer. And that's one category where the Irish have Spanish beaten up completely. There's Guinness, which I also have a video about, so you can check that out. But yeah, Guinness plus all the craft scene and just in general beer in Ireland is much more, I would say, both popular and better than in Spanish. Plus one more thing that's very, I won't say odd, it just makes things complicated in Spain, is that they have a name for every size of the beer or drink you wanna get. It's not, you can't order like a pint and half a pint. Oh no, there's like 5 different sizes and each one of them has their own word associated with it, and I didn't remember one of them. So just try and order big beer and cross your fingers you get a big one. And yeah, that would be my comparison. Now, why I'm standing in my backyard today and not somewhere filming something more and something more prettier is I'm going to Croatia tomorrow, so my next videos will be from there. And I honestly hope you like that. I will be comparing Croatia to Ireland, Croatian people to Ireland, and I will be showing you Croatia a bit. Plus I can't wait to show you my barbecue and my yard and my hometown and at my house. So stick around. If you like this, press the like button. If you didn't, press the dislike one. If you loved it, press the subscribe button, and I will see you in Croatia.